I know I've been away for a while, but it's time to get back into it. Time to get back into the haunted world of CW. You know, when you go into the woods, you really do kind of take your life in your hands. Not only is there a lot of stuff in there that can kill you, but there's a lot of stuff in there that can scare you. Constance, Jesse, and Whisper went into the woods looking for the 7 gates of hell in Pennsylvania. And they found it. Oh boy, did they find it. So they went into the woods to go camping and find the 7 gates and just do sort of an exploration kind of thing. And the history of the area was pretty neat to learn about. And sure enough, in true CW fashion, things went south really quickly. They became separated and then they went through separate gates, which means that they were separated. Next thing that we see Max heading out to retrieve them. He's got Jimmy running the channel, who I have to admit did a really admirable job, so way to go, Jimbo. But Max had some problems. However, somehow, being in an alternate dimension, Constance was still able to reach us with her phone, which I thought was kind of a cool thing. You know, kind of a stretch of the imagination, but then again, magic usually is, so. But they were running around trying to find each other while Max was running around in there trying to find them. What got me was the phone call that he got. It was Constance, but it was saying some really bad stuff. And if you ask me, it just didn't sound like her because it was just too vicious. Yeah, I don't think he was fooled for a second. So he still organized search parties. They all went out. I don't know if anybody else got, lost in the gates, but he was trying to find them, and then later on we found Jesse and Constance had found their way out, but of course they had been harrowed the entire time, sort of with a will-o-wisp thing. And then, out of all times to find Whisper, it turns out she had already made her own way out and was sleeping in the car the whole time. That was so Whisper. That's the extreme Whisperness. Now, of course, in order to help out, KJ decides that he was going to go visit an old friend, good old John Anson. That went about as well as expected. Think about it, but don't think too hard. It's not that deep. Of course, the solution to escaping the 7 gates was actually pretty easy, but John Anson didn't give that up all that easy, and that's what I thought was hilarious. So, I love the way that was done. So, out of everything that I saw in the entire scenario, I have to say that my favorite moments were the Max and Jimmy moments, because as a father, I think I relate most to those. Wanting to do right by your children and protect them is kind of a second nature thing as a father, and it really it hit home with me, and I think that was a really powerful moment to see, and I'm happy to see that they were willing to go through that. As a dad, that means a lot to me. And of course, John Anson, that guy's just hilarious. Love seeing him. So, having KJ and John Anson interact, I think, is probably one of the greatest moments that has gone on from season 3. And then to have it repeated here, I thought that was just great. The video chats that have happened subsequently are kind of cool, but nothing beats the in-person moments between King James and John Anson. I'm such a fan, and I can't wait to see that again. It's hilarious. So this is my first video back, and I'm hoping that this is okay for you guys. I wanted to cover the entire scenario and do a quick catch-up to get back to where I need to be so that I can get these out on time. Let me know what everybody thinks in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like. That actually helps. And stay righteous, everybody.